Hi everyone, here we are again. I'm sorry yesterday's video I seemed to chop off my head for some strange reason, which personally I thought was perfect, but I'm trying to get all of me in this time, so hopefully you can see all of me. Right, so we're going to be describing the character's feelings in detail. We're going to be thinking about this character, about Omar. You know, he's just seen a really quite a frightening thing going into the yard. You know, the idea of those metallic rats and the snake. You know, this is not your usual on your way home kind of journey, is it? So let's have a little think about Omar. This is really a show not tell lesson, a bit of writing about how he feels, how he reacts. Obviously he's going to have enormous reactions to what he's seeing, but you know, we don't get to. There's not a lot in the text that states how he feels. I mean, we've got Omar shuddered, we've got him smelling them, him seeing them, Omar gasped, Omar gaped. So let's just think a little bit more. So the story goes through, you know, some really different shifts in feelings. You've got the idea of Omar coming out of school, he's just, you know, having a little nose at the old car scrapyard. He's not worried, he's just thinking, yeah, I'm just on my way home, this is fine. And then suddenly it all changes. Everything, you know, that things he sees things that he never ever imagined. So it's all that third paragraph. So if you look at the paragraph starting in Alsatian barked, the one where the dog came to him. So yesterday, hopefully, you wrote a setting description about everything that was in the setting. Today, it's all about characterisation. So let's have a little think. Alsatian barked, but he wasn't interested. So Omar might feel, let's just list a little bit. Omar might feel shocked when the dog came up to him. You know, there's the first feeling. He's going to, you know, the dog's going to come up and bark, but then he didn't see very, so again, relief. So he goes from, oh, the dog gave him a bit of a fright, had a little bark, and then off he went. Rain stepped up and out, blurring his view. So he's sort of starting to squint, he's starting to have a little look, and he's thinking, oh, it's getting dark. You know, so you've all got those ideas of the fear increasing, and then he hears something. So he hears scratching. Okay, and it's that metallic, sharp rasp of steel. So it came from under, and then he saw it. So then he saw the metal body of a rat. Now that is going to be the moment where he is literally disbelief, shock, probably he's really inquisitive, because you know he'll be just looking at it in wonder. He won't believe what he's seeing, and then the fear. So he's going through disbelief, shock, that sort of what is it, curiosity, and then final absolute fear. So we're going to use those sort of ideas to describe his feelings. So we're going to use lots of show not tell. We're not going to say he was frightened, as you know. We're just going to work on those. Okay, so let's start where he is peering through. Let's just get rid of, so we're going to have a look at that quickly, and then we will get going. So, let's go with disbelief first. Omar's eyes, and remember using apostrophe for possession, Omar's eyes widened in pure shock as he couldn't believe what was in front of him. Now, when you have a bit of a shock, when you see something, how do you feel? You feel that almost, that your body goes into almost a state of, you're almost petrified, you can't move, it's almost like you become a statue. So let's add that idea. So we've done the disbelief bit, let's go on to the shock. Standing like a petrified. Now there are two meanings for petrified. Petrified can mean being frightened, but it also can mean like rock. So it's been standing like a petrified statue. He gazed in horror at the metallic body of a rat! Exclamation mark. Okay. So he might have questions at this point. So we've got inquisitive. He's going to be curious. He's going to think, how can this be right? How can this be true? So he's now going to go from, first of all, what is that? How can that be? To, what is that? Actually, how is that there? What is that? I want to look. So he might be looking at it, sort of squinting his eyes, because remember it's raining. He might squint his eyes to try and get a sharper view. So we're going to do inquisitive. So I'm going to use a question. What was it? Squinting through the endless sheet of rain, he peered curiously at the way this creature emerged from the bonnet of the lorry. Okay, so we've gone through quite a few emotions. We've got shock, eyes widening, couldn't believe what was in front of him, standing, absolutely in shock, can't move, because he just is transfixed. Nice, you could use that, transfixed on what he's seeing, gazing in horror, because it's something completely alien, something you've never seen before, and then squinting through the endless sheets of rain. I'm going to go sheets of rain, in fact. Squinting through the endless sheets of rain, he peered curiously at the way his creature emerged from, and then the fear. What have we described? Utter fear and dread seeped slowly through his veins. When he realised another terrible beast was. Now, have I used emerged? I would quite like to check. I have. So when another terrible beast was approaching from its lair. And I'm going to use lair because it makes it a little bit more scary. A chrome-headed monster of a snake was staring right at him. So, I was just having a think, what can we add there about Omar and his feelings? Have a think, what could you add from there? So we're trying to do that show not tell. We're going to add the fear, we're going to use really strong adjectives to describe what he's seeing. Think about all of his different emotions. So he goes from happily coming out of school, thinking normal journey home, stop still, can hear something, curious, inquisitive, shock, horror when he sees what it is, even more terror when he sees the snake, panic as he races back to the park, almost relief, and then he realises relief because whatever it is, the snake, the rats, they are not interested in him anymore, and then racing home at top speed. And then the last emotion probably is when he talks to Grandad, which is an utter surprise because Grandad obviously knew what he was talking about. So see if you can do some show not tell just on Omar, just concentrate on Omar today. Just write a paragraph just based on all of his different emotions that he feels during the passage of this story. Okay? Brill, send it to me as soon as possible because I'm really enjoying seeing your work. It's great to see that lots of you have sent some work already, so keep it up. I'm hoping you're enjoying the story, and we'll talk tomorrow. Okay, bye.